Why are fantasy football's deeper stats more predictive? Imagine trying to predict the weather based only on whether it rained yesterday. It might give you a clue, but it's not the full picture. That's what basic stats do in fantasy football. They tell you what happened, but not why it happened or if it will happen again. Deeper stats go beyond that. They look at the quality of plays, the context, and the opportunities a player has. For example, instead of just counting yards or touchdowns, they analyze how many targets a receiver gets, how effective those targets are, and how often they're involved in high-pressure situations. Traditional stats can be skewed by recent performances. If a player scores a lot last week, fantasy managers might overvalue them. That's called recency bias. Deeper stats help counteract that by focusing on underlying performance indicators that stay more stable over time. Metrics like yards per route run or expected points added consider the difficulty of the play and the situation on the field. They show how well a player is doing when the game is on the line, not just in garbage time or against weak defenses. In advanced strategies and league types, understanding these deeper stats becomes even more important. For leagues that reward points for volume, knowing how involved a player is in the offense is key. For those with bonus points for big plays, metrics like yards after catch or yards per target become more valuable. These stats help you identify players who are likely to sustain their performance, not just have a lucky week. From a game theory and psychology angle, using deeper stats makes your decisions more rational. Instead of reacting to a hot streak or a cold spell, you're basing your choices on data that reflects true skill and opportunity. This reduces emotional reactions and cognitive biases, helping you avoid overreacting to recent noise. It also helps you spot undervalued players who might not have flashy stats but are involved in high-quality plays. Applying these stats in your daily fantasy football or season-long leagues means you're making smarter moves. You can draft players with consistent underlying performance, pick up waiver wire gems, or set lineups based on more stable indicators. Combining multiple advanced metrics gives you a clearer picture of future potential and risk. It's like having a cheat sheet for the game's psychology and strategy, helping you stay ahead of the curve. In the end, deeper stats are more predictive because they capture the true quality of a player's opportunities and performance. They cut through the noise of recent results and give you a more reliable way to forecast what's coming next. That's why they're such a powerful tool in the hands of savvy fantasy managers.